Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 18th of May, 2024. A day that the first half actually went completely according to plan. It was pretty awesome. The second half didn't go according to plan, but was still pretty awesome. So let's talk about it, shall we? Okay. On today's Level 1 podcast, there was no news to talk about. Pretty much, it was just two main topics that I wanted to cover. The first was what I was really looking for as content in the upcoming balance patch in Street Fighter 6. And I kind of outlined that in a segment talking about what I like and what I don't like about balance patches that they've done in the past with fighting games and what I was looking for with this one. It was funny is, as I was going through this segment, people started insisting that the balance patch notes were all online and I should just review them and talk about them. And I said, okay, let's find them. And they're not online. So people are just dumb. They literally made it up. What it is there's people who have had advanced access to the balance patch. So they've been playing and putting videos on the internet, and some people have tried to compile some half information, but there's no official balance patch notes at all. People are just stupid. So anyway, that was the first half of my podcast. The second half was in regards to talking about me as a content creator on YouTube for 16 years, and the fact that I get questioned now by newcomers all the time. You know, gee, Phil, you've been around for a very long time. 16 years is a long time. You got a giant channel, 400 million plus views, 65,000 videos. But why is it that we don't really hear about you? Why is it that when we search on YouTube, we can't find your content? We just see detractor shit. So I basically told the story of how YouTube has changed over the years, the ups and downs, and how the algorithm essentially has changed so much that it's incredibly hard to stay pertinent without completely changing who you are. And that I've just refused to do that. And basically a big segment about that, talking about the YouTube changing and algorithm changes and things like that over the years. So that's really what the podcast was about, those two major topics this morning. Okay. Then on the first stream, it was time for the conclusion of another Crab's Treasure. The epic Souls-like that I've been playing. It's really an indie game, but man, it doesn't feel like it. Today we finished it. Man, so much content. So I got to the final area, which is kind of like this big city that you need to explore. It's kind of like Far Missoula almost combined with Anne Orlando is probably the best way to describe it. Okay. And there was so much to do. There was a bunch of hidden areas. I ended up getting a bunch of upgrades. I maxed out my fork, which is your weapon, to the maximum level. Ended up upgrading my health, upgrading my magic abilities, getting tons of levels, found all secret areas, and I found a super cool Easter egg shell. I kind of don't want to spoil what it is, but I'm just going to say it's a direct reference to Dark Souls. Really cool, and it's the hardest item to find in the whole game. There's a big platforming challenge you have to do to get to it. Then, got to the end of the game, and just without spoiling, the end of the game has 3 false endings where you'll fight something, you think that's the end. Nope. You fight something, you think that's the end. Then another segment happens. Oh my God, something else is happening in the story. You fight something, you think that's the end. Nope, there's more coming. You fight something, you think that's the end. Nope, there's more coming. It's like, whoa. It was a cool, epic segment where you think this is it. And no, it just keeps going and going, and the plot keeps getting more interesting. I really, really liked the ending of this game. And to be fair, this game actually had character development I never expected in an indie game. The ending actually made me tear up a little bit because it was written so well, where the main character actually learned, changed, and had a cool ending that could actually potentially lead into a new game. So another Crab's Treasure is so good. And then on top of that, I had about a half an hour extra. I got all the shells in the game. I got all the achievements. I 100%ed it. It would have been a platinum, except I played it on Xbox. I got all 1,000 gamer points, and I almost never, ever do that. And I did that with this game. So for now, I'm not even kidding you if I was telling you this is my favorite game of the year right now. Here in mid-May, another Crab's Treasure is my favorite game of 2024 so far. That's pretty crazy to think, but it definitely is, okay? Check it out. Enjoy the ending. I hope you really like the playthrough. Tonight on the late stream, I was supposed to play Helldivers 2. And so people showed up, and we were chilling before the stream started for about 20 minutes. We were just chatting and having a good time, enjoying each other's company. And I was like, well, I guess it's time to boot up the game. So I booted it up, and we're just sitting there and like, so what am I going to do? Well, I guess I'm just going to grind more. I need one more super sample to unlock the next level of my ship where I can now have 2 of these Eagle stratagems instead of 1. And we're just talking about it, and we're like, dude, that's so boring. Like, there's just nothing to do in this game right now. I can't unlock anything new unless I grind like crazy. I need over like 300 to 400 medals to unlock enough credits to unlock a new war, whatever they're called, war pack, war chest, war, whatever the fuck it is. So that's no go unless I'm going to grind like 3-4 streams. There's no new aliens. There's no new challenge, nothing. And it's weird because when I first started playing the game, it always felt like there was something new, interesting to unlock. But I think what happened is I kind of unlocked the meta. And now there's really nothing really to work towards that's any better unless I'm going to grind endlessly to unlock these new war bond things. So because of that, we were like, nah, forget it. So we did. And we were like, you know what? Let's just hang out. So we did 2 hours of a hangout stream. And a million topics were discussed. People were very nice. They hung out. People showed up. They supported in droves. It was a really awesome late night chill stream for a few hundred people. We all had a good time together. We enjoyed each other's company. I'm glad we did that over Helldivers 2. I feel like if I played Helldivers, I would have been bored. And I'm going to be very transparent with you all. I don't want to play Helldivers 2 right now. I feel like until there's meaningful content added that'll be different for variety purposes, it's just going to be too boring. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with Helldivers 2. I played it for a month and I really liked it. In fact, I think I got like 20 hours of gameplay out of it. But at this point, I feel like at 20 hours, there's just nothing else interesting to do. If I was playing with a group of friends or a group of fellow gamers and we have camaraderie and we're talking and social, probably would be better. But I'm not doing that. As you know, I don't do that. I can't do that because of trolling, so I just drop into matches. And because of that, it's just kind of boring. I will save Helldivers 2, and later this year, if and when there is new content updates for the game, for example, a new alien race or new maps and things going on, I will come back to it wholeheartedly. But for now, I just don't see the point. I think it would have been so boring. I'm glad we actually didn't play it tonight. And then I want to say thanks anyone that was here live tonight for the 2 hours of chill interaction. It was great. We had a great time hanging out. As you can see, we actually hit a tips goal and everything. I brought out the Los Santos cap for the first time in ages, which was really fun to do. Over 10-year anniversary of this, by the way. This is 2013 collector's edition. Here we are. Here I am wearing the hat in 2024. Pretty crazy. But anyway, it was great. So thank you to anyone who was there. Check it out. The videos will be live momentarily here on the channel. I'll upload them, and I hope you enjoy. Tomorrow, it's React Day. We'll have a chill podcast in the morning, and then we'll head collectively over to the DSP Reacts channel for DSP versus the Internet, my weekly Clips React show. That's on the first stream. And then the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time on DSP Throwback, will be the continuation of me reacting to my original run in Dark Souls 1 from 2011. We actually did this over 3 months ago. We started it. We did a first stream of it. It was fun. I really enjoyed reacting to that original playthrough. But then after that, people wanted something different. So they voted for, I believe it was Heavy Rain. And then we just kept doing Heavy Rain. And then the rest is history. So, people want Dark Souls back. You'll get Dark Souls back. Let's see how it goes tomorrow night. If it ends up going well and people want it more, we'll keep doing it every week. It's not a super long playthrough because I rage quit it, if you remember. But if it ends up not working so well, we have other games. Like, for example, we could do Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympics, which came out number 2 in the poll. Or we could go to Metal Gear Solid 1. We have other options, okay? So let's see how it goes tomorrow night. I'm excited. I hope you'll come by the Throwback channel on the late stream. Retro React of Dark Souls 1 should be fun. Okay, and then we will resume gameplay on Monday with Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6. Thank you all. Great streaming day. Had tons of fun. Love hanging out with you guys. See you all in the morning for React Day. Peace out and have a good night.